All right, everyone, welcome into the Bogey Bro Banter. If you're not
turn it green.
If you've never seen this podcast, because you probably haven't, this was a Patreon-only podcast that we've now brought to you, the public. So first off, you are supposed to be hearing or seeing this podcast. You're not doing something wrong. We didn't mess up this week. We did mess up 2 weeks ago.
We gave it a little sneak teaser.
The Patreon exclusive podcast is now going to be Lunch Break, coming tomorrow, Friday. Is going to be our first one. Super excited about that. But just to give you a brief overview of what this podcast is, much more laid back, no real structure, no segments. It's a shorter podcast, normally only like 30 minutes.
It's going to feel like you're eavesdropping most of the time.
Yeah, we just kind of have conversations, sometimes disc golf related,
wall, if you will.
Sometimes disc golf related, sometimes not. Just kind of let things go. That's why it's banter.
I think it's also open. Like this one, eventually when we kind of build out the studio over here, this one I think will also have like extra seats, extra spots.
If we've started reservations for podcast times in the new studio, Konner and I have decided that our podcast is going to be called the Breakfast Nook.
Oh, y'all are starting a podcast.
We don't know what it's going to be about, but we just have a good name.
Just a breakfast.
That is a great name. Are you guys?
We're going to eat breakfast.
Are you going to do it in a breakfast nook now? Like you have to have.
Now, what is a breakfast nook?
Yes.
What do you mean? What is a breakfast?
We're gonna put like a fake window.
No, let's get like a nook, but have it on wheels, and we can just wheel it back there.
All right, I have to follow up with the question: what is a nook?
That's what I just said. Everyone came after me.
A breakfast nook is usually just like a little cornered off part of a kitchen that they just call a breakfast nook.
But how can you have a breakfast nook on wheels?
So like the best way to do it would be like you'd have to make like a corner booth.
Oh, okay.
A corner booth, but like just make it like a little bit higher, and you can make your own nook.
I like that.
That could for sure be done, and then you have it on wheels.
Yeah. I mean, I think you guys will figure it out.
The breakfast nook.
No,
yeah.
I
don't know what we're going to talk about, but that's a cool name.
I will say this. I almost died this morning.
How so?
How?
Twice.
Wow.
When you walked outside and it was below 40 degrees?
Yeah, I was going to say. You almost freeze to death.
I'm smart. Today, I parked my car. Like, if Kelsey needed to go somewhere this morning, she was not going anywhere. My car was, like, slammed up against the garage door, like, right next to the door. So I could just run out. Because my garage is, like, climate controlled.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Why didn't you just park your car in the garage?
I have a bunch of stuff in it, yeah. So I got to get that stuff out. But I basically was able to run out, throw the keys in, start the car, and then run back in.
Get it warmed up.
It was so cold, though, my back windshield wiper would not go. It was just frozen.
Yep, that'll happen.
It was just frozen. But I died almost once because car situation where, like, one car was in the blind spot of another car. And so, like, I thought I was clear to turn, and this little sneaky guy was back here. Yeah. That was a little scary. And then when I got into the warehouse this morning, ice all on the wood stairs.
Oh, shoot!
Have you guys not experienced that?
Yeah, this is our first freeze this morning.
Yeah,
it was ice. And I asked Silas when I got in. I was like, "Bro, was that a little sketchy?" Walk in, he's like, "Yeah."
I could totally see Silas
coming in and just eating you.
He probably might have not said it.
Like, I'm okay.
I'm okay. My hands are a little messed up though.
No, guys, it's all right. It's all right. The hands a little messed up, but you just walk in and Silas looks like he got mugged.
Yeah, just be aware when you go in tomorrorow morning.
It's so funny.
One thing I'll say, speaking
black ice.
It's actually in the 60s next week, so
yeah, so it's probably
tomorrow
morning. Great.
Tomorrow morning it's gonna be cold again.
Still might be icy.
I think it's gonna be 29 tonight. I had our first fire yesterday. Good fire in a fireplace. We decorated for Christmas yesterday.
Oh my gosh!
And we put a fire in the fireplace, turned the Grinch on.
I always thought people did that after Thanksgiving.
Then it's all. Here's my thing. If you wait till Thanksgiving is November 25th.
Hunter does not play around.
But is that not a rule? Has anyone else not heard that?
First off, no rules.
I am that way.
No rules.
You heard that?
Well, my wife's not that way, but I grew up that way.
Maybe at least the tree goes up after Thanksgiving.
Heck no.
For sure.
Okay,
yes.
November 25th. You put the tree up November 26th.
See, I get a real tree, so you have to wait until like the first weekend of December.
Yeah,
you want
like a Christmas Grinch tree?
I'm allergic to Christmas trees.
Yeah, I am too. So that's out the window.
All Christmas trees?
Yeah, well, not really.
Well, I mean,
anymore.
there's only
Whenever
really
I was a
like
kid,
one kind around
I was in the
here.
hospital
Pine?
every Christmas, and we couldn't figure out why, and it's because
pine?
of Christmas trees.
It's a strong scent. So my whole family was. So we never had a real tree growing up. We always had a fake tree pre-lit.
Yeah. That's fair.
Pretty lit.
Can't argue that, I suppose.
Yeah. And so, but if you wait till November 25th,
then you get a
put your tree
whole
up,
month of it.
You get a month.
Yep, that's pretty good.
Only 1 month.
That's pretty good.
Why the heck do you want to celebrate Christmas for only 1 month?
I think
That's like
it's
almost
better.
both of
Put it up
I think-
November 1st.
It's a
I already been playing Christmas music.
I would argue
I already
that
started my Christmas music.
That's fine.
I would argue
Christmas
it's more
music's
festive
fine.
if you do it 1 month because then it's more suspenseful. It doesn't get dragged
need
out.
suspense.
I don't need to be counting down 60
What's the
days
best
till Christmas.
Fake holiday. You guys just
What?
made me think about it. Fake holiday.
What are
It
you
doesn't
even
actually
talking
exist.
about?
But
What
like,
is
is
it?
in like
Give me an
It
example.
might be like in a movie. It might be in a show.
Like Galentine's Day.
Oh yeah, from
Never
Parks and
heard of
Rec.
that.
I've never
that-
celebrated that
From
because I'm
Parks
not a
and Rec.
gal.
Where's that from?
but-
Parks and Rec? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So like that.
It's
but
like for the
it's
girls
way
who
better.
are all single on Valentine's Day.
It's
They
way
all
better. I'll
get
give you a
together
hint.
and eat
I don't
waffles.
It
have one.
requires a metal pole.
Flag Day.
That's a real holiday.
That's a real holiday.
He said metal pole. It's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, what are you
You
talking
guys not
about?
Seinfeld people?
No,
No.
we're not old.
Oh wow. Then everyone at home knows what I'm
You
talking
should
about.
hear
I'm talking
Connor's
about
Seinfeld impression though. He's
Festive.
insane.
Yeah, Connor's great at Seinfeld.
Have you ever heard his Seinfeld?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's all like,
The answer was Festivus.
double dip the chip.
Wait, who is that?
That was his Jerry Seinfeld
Jerry?
impression.
I've
Were you
never done a
gaslighting him? 'Cause
Seinfeld
I was.
impression.
Yes.
Okay,
They
I was
were
gonna say I've
gaslighting
never
me.
heard him do a Seinfeld impression.
My
so we
gas
just
was
put him
being
on the
lit.
spot.
They were litting my
great.
gas.
We lit him.
I've seen like 2 episodes of Seinfeld.
That's 2 more than me.
Gosh.
I've never seen a
I
single episode
also
of
I
Seinfeld.
watched
I don't
this.
even know what Seinfeld
I watched this
looks like.
YouTube show
I'm
called
ashamed
Binging with
that I
Babish,
haven't.
where they make shows.
Oh, I
they
love
make
Binging with
food
Babish.
from the guy he makes food from like TV and movies, like that's seen in TV movies, and he's done a bunch of Seinfeld episodes.
Like even like cartoons.
Like you ever
movies
seen the
and shows.
Seinfeld episode? I guess it's where there's like the soup
Soup Nazi.
guy. Yeah, they
Yeah, like
make
the most famous episode.
yeah,
of all
they
time.
make that soup, and then there's ones where he makes babka, like the bread from Seinfeld. Like
Yeah.
that's what I know about Seinfeld
Okay.
soup.
I like Binging with Babish as
Thank
well.
you.
I've never
It's a-
heard of that.
That's an
Is it a
incredible
Netflix thing?
No, it's a YouTube guy. He's got he's probably got like 8 or 9 million subscribers at this point.
If you like Binging with Babish, you'll love the breakfast.
He'll like,
Nook.
yeah.
You know, we should ask them something that we learned the other night. The most viewed video on
I think I've
YouTube.
talked to y'all before.
The most
If
You guys
video
know
on
it?
YouTube.
Do you know the most viewed video on YouTube?
Kelsey didn't know it.
For a
Wait,
while.
let me give you the
Take a guess.
hint that I gave.
I know what
Kelsey
it
last
used
night.
Wait, no, I want to hear
I
their
know
guesses
it-
first.
Okay.
I know what it used to be. It used to be Charlie, like Charlie. Bit
Oh,
My
well,
you're
Finger.
going
10
way
years ago?
back.
Yeah.
I saw the
You're
Numa
going
Numa guy.
pre-Justin
by
If
the
I
way.
had to
Bieber,
guess
baby.
now, I bet it's still a music video.
I think it's a music video.
Because
Which one?
I also
I
think
think it is in. I think just because
I know that Gangnam Style also used to be up there.
it's. I don't think it's American.
You just gave it away.
Huh? Did I?
Oh,
He
is
said
it Despacito?
Despacito.
No, it's not.
That's not it.
Get wrecked.
I don't know why he did that, because
Boom.
that's the most popular music
Consider
video.
me wrecked.
Let me give you the hint.
But it's the
Ready?
most popular music video.
It's pretty good.
Baby Shark.
Yeah, what the frick? You just hummed the song.
Really? Well,
I literally did that to Kelsey, and I went more into it, and she still didn't know. I
that's,
literally hummed
that's
the
the most
song.
vied video on
Yeah,
YouTube.
by a long shot.
Never would have guessed it.
By a long shot.
It's because
It's because
yeah,
toddlers
for
are just gonna watch it 45 times.
That's why we have to.
Whenever I had
Oh.
Whenever I had a
Child
Baby
music.
Shark dance party with my niece, we play it 8 times in a row.
I never would have guessed that in a million years. So that's
Is there a way of us combining Head and Shoulders and Baby Shark?
just like remixing
Head
kids.
and shoulders, do do do. do. Head and
Shoulders,
shoulders,
do.
Hey, this is free advertisement. Free advertisement.
knees and toes.
Head and
Knees
shoulders.
and toes.
Shampoo.
Shake it.
Yeah, that's
out,
where
do,
my- that's
do,
where my
do,
brain
do.
went when they said
Oh, you
head-
put the chicken dance in there. Right foot in the front. Do,
Cotton
do,
Eye
do,
Joe,
do,
do 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 do.
You guys know what Cotton Eye
It's
Joe's about?
electric. Do do. Isn't
I
it about
think
the
it's
STD?
not about something we should talk about.
Oh, we can't say STD.
What are you talking about? I missed what.
No,
Connor
we can
said.
talk about it, but I'm saying like as a kid, it's one of those songs that you sing the words and you don't really know what you're singing.
Yeah,
right?
Cotton Eye
Cotton
Joe.
Eye Joe. Yeah.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago.
See, I always just thought Cotton Eye Joe was a guy who stole
Yeah.
his girlfriend.
I would
No.
agree, but then it's
Cotton Eye
kind
That's
of
Joe.
weird.
called
Like why?
sneaky writing.
Okay.
Double meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like my go-to around the roller rink song.
Oh, yeah, Cotton Eye Joe is
Roller
about a-
rink.
That's
Ooh.
one
Back
thing-
in the
transfer
70s. Was it
disease.
groovy?
That's one thing that we should do. What?
What?
People still do roller rinks.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
trip
know.
over your bell
I've been to
bottoms?
many a roller. Yeah, I've been to many a roller rink in my day. One time I
We
was.
need to join one of those leagues. Where it's like
Roller
a bunch
derby?
of 50.
Roller derby?
No.
Where they just like do
It's
the
like
thing.
50. It's like 50.
What is that called again?
And they're
They
just
like-
Yeah.
Pop it like this. They go through.
They're all in sync. Just grooving
I've actually
around.
I've rollerbladed a ton because I played hockey growing up, so it was like similar. But I've never roller skated. I know it's
Same.
easier
Same.
because like you're on four wheels.
It's like snowboarding and skis.
Didn't even know they were
No,
different.
roller.
I didn't know they were different.
I think roller skating is harder than
No.
roller
On the floor?
because you
Well, I
can't.
don't know, I've never done it.
Because you're on four wheels on each, so you can't just like tip over.
Yeah.
But it also means you can't like lean. You can't lean into the use
But
momentum.
Well, yeah.
you kind of turn your feet.
It actually is
I've
very
done both.
similar.
I started roller skating. I was never big on either, but rollerblading terrified me. I didn't know there was a difference, first off.
Yeah.
I can see
I
Hunter.
played roller
I can see
skating.
Hunter being one of those cone people where they set up a bunch of little cones and he's just like.
I don't know. I feel
You know
like
what I'm talking about?
Yes, on the
Zigzag?
blade where they go like on
Yeah,
one
he's-
leg.
the thing about
Insane.
roller
Doing that in his
skating,
backyard.
the thing about roller skating and rollerblading that terrified me was I was never good at stopping.
I used to set up.
So
well,
I-
it's not a perfect system. You kind of have to just drag your back leg. I used to set up like jumps in my driveway on rollerblades, like
Yeah.
as many hockey sticks as I
Are
could
you
jump
landing
over at
in
once.
grass?
No,
Are you
on
laying
my
on
feet.
cement?
On my feet. On
cement?
Yeah, on pavement.
Wow.
It
On
was
wheels.
when I first started,
yeah, on wheels. And
I would fly
and
off
sometimes
of ramps, but I would just land in grass.
no, I was
Yeah, when
jumping
I-
not off of ramps. I was
when I
just
first
jumping.
started,
just
Oh, you were just flying,
skating
like,
as hard as I
long
could, and then just jumping. Yeah, and landing.
when I first
so
started,
sketch.
when
It
I
was very
first started
dangerous.
longboarding, I wanted to like get used to downhill, like how fast I'd be going. So my parents' house
Dislocated your shoulder.
is here, and my grandparents' farm was down this hill, and their driveway was like all one, so it's just like long downhill. And so to get used to like speed, I didn't know how to stop yet. I couldn't slide yet. So me and my brother would just bomb the hill. You wouldn't
Where
go like
is
crazy.
this?
My parents' house, their driveway. You wouldn't go crazy fast down the hill, but you just
Yeah.
ride down the driveway, and you'd get going where it was fast enough that you couldn't run it out. And so
Yeah.
what we would do is just swan dive into the grass, and you would just jump, let your feet hit, and then you just tuck and just let yourself roll it out.
You can do stuff like that when you're little and your
Yeah.
body is just
Like-
like
I was 17.
unbreakable.
Still,
Even still,
you're still unbreakable.
yeah, things have gone
My brother
downhill
was my
significantly
age.
since
My
I was
brother was
17.
my
If
age.
you
He
did
was
that-
6 or 7 years older than me, so he had to be
That's
like 22,
impressive.
23 doing this.
Yeah,
I would do
And he was
something
just
like
young.
that, and I'd feel fine, and I wake up the next morning and like hurt. And like the first time that happened to me, where I forget what it was, but like I just did something like that to where like I was kind of just like getting a little beat up, but like it was all in good fun.
Yeah, it was just a good time.
And like I woke up the next day and thought I died. I
Football.
I was like, what
Was it
the
something we did
world?
together? Slip and slide.
It was the slip and
It was the
slide.
slip and
That's
slide.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I woke up the day after the slip and
I felt
slide.
like I went through war.
Oh, and I hurt so bad.
I was at the beach. And I woke up.
so funny.
I drove straight to the beach after, and then we went to
Oh
bed.
my gosh.
And I slept in. I woke up the next day, and I couldn't sit up.
Yeah, same. My abs
were
were
killing
killing
me.
me. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what happens.
Yeah,
to you.
I was like, so this is what it feels like to be old.
and it all made sense. And it still wasn't that bad. I'm not
No.
trying to be dramatic or anything, but like it was like the first time that just like
Was the
doing
ground
something
hard?
normal. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was-
just
I mean, it was a
ground
slip
and
and slide.
tarp.
Decent ground.
But like it was the first time that doing something like
Yeah, it was a
that.
decent- it was a decent
that
ground.
I wouldn't
Decent
like.
ground.
I wouldn't think I would be sore.
Yeah,
and then it
just a
happened.
slip and slide.
So
Do
like,
you guys feel like when you're doing that, you're doing like a Devin Supertramp video?
what?
I wish.
Supertramp. Is that like?
It wasn't big enough.
What, can we do the wall tramp thing? Can we find a place to do the wall tramp where they like run off
that.
the wall,
Run
do
off
the
the
flip,
wall?
land on
That's
their back,
my favorite
and then
part of
go-
any trampoline park. Is
Yeah, we
the
should
wall
just go to
thing.
the trampoline park here.
No, they don't
It's
have the
not
wall
that
thing.
good.
They don't have the
don't?
wall.
I've
thing.
never been.
I have only seen wall things in people's backyards.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
there's
you
a,
kind
there's a
of.
place in Charlotte called Defy Gravity, and they've got one of the
Yeah,
wall
there's some
things, and it's
indoor
my
ones.
favorite part. It's so
The
fun.
trampoline park here, like
Seems
the,
like you
the
could land on
dodgeball is
your
cool until you throw out your arm.
Not if you. It's those trampolines are like so giving that like even if you do land on your neck, you're not gonna get hurt.
We gotta do. We should try to go in there. We should
I
get.
was-
We
I was
should get
decent
permission
at
to
it.
do
I was decent.
trampoline dodgeball with flubby wubbies.
Oh heck yeah!
That would be fun.
That
Just
would be
trampoline
so
guts.
fun.
Because then you can
Trampoline
try to catch
guts.
it.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
If you've never played guts.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Well, you just
It was
seemed
in the
like
World
you were like
Championship 2012.
you were not.
That was-
Look it up.
That
You were
was
not.
so
There's
fake.
no way
he
that's
wasn't.
real.
You're thinking
He
about it
was
for a
cracking
second.
his smile while he
Yeah.
said it. I wouldn't. I mean, wouldn't.
Well, so you have played guts though.
Would
Yeah, it's not fun.
not believe it. What do you mean?
What do you
it's
mean
so
it's
much
not
fun.
I would. You have to remember too. Like if I'm doing something with a frisbee, it's probably trying to get better at ultimate frisbee.
So you can't have fun playing
Yeah.
guts.
Okay, Hardo. Like
Yeah,
goodness
frick.
gracious.
No. If it's me and like 8 people, we're probably just gonna probably at practice or something.
Did you have actual guts discs?
Yeah. Did you play a guts tournament?
Or are you using
Why,
ultimate discs?
again, why would I do that?
And like you show up to ultimate tournament, and it's like, hey, Friday night guts tournament.
Exactly. I wasn't doing that. I was preparing to win the tournament.
Well, we were already out of it.
Yeah, we were already down
At
bad.
nationals, like we were already losing.
It was the way of like
It's a different-
abusing yourself when you were already down.
yeah. Pretty
Like,
much.
would you, when you were trying to win the nationals for
When I was
college,
when I was
if you're
in
trying to win-
contention,
think about that.
When I was in contention, I didn't do it.
Would you have done anything the night before?
I just told you when I was in contention, I didn't do it.
Okay.
The next year,
I'd have done it.
Wasn't in
Always
contention.
baby.
Next year, wasn't in contention. Freaking! Oh, I was letting Raven Newsom just rip him at my neck. It wasn't actually Raven,
No,
but
he
it was
wasn't
NC
on that
State.
team.
It was NC
It was
State.
so
I think it was
much
like
fun.
Tucker or something.
I've never played Guts.
It was incredible.
You can find a live
But I've
stream.
always
Like,
been-
I
You
would
can find a
play
live
now.
stream of Trevor and I on
I have
Guts'
it.
Facebook.
I have some of
somewhere.
it clipped. I have some of it.
Like
clipped.
I would play now because I'm not
I've
playing
always
Ultimate Frisbee
been
competitive.
too embarrassed to ask how it works. But how does it work?
You got 3-on-3.
3-on-3.
You're about what 60 feet
60
apart?
feet apart.
Ooh,
No,
50?
Yeah,
50
I
feet
think it's
apart?
50.
Okay.
So you're pretty
No.
close.
it's closer.
Oh, you played in a Guts tournament? Okay, so you're about 50 feet.
Talking about right now.
Look it up.
It's
I
probably
do
50
think I do
feet.
think it's about 50.
Yeah.
But you're 3-on-3 regardless,
This is gonna be-
and your arms are reached out. You
Yep.
basically it has to pass within an arm reach. So knees up to the top of your arms
Okay.
has to pass within there. If I throw it against you, it passes within your team within that range. Then our team gets a point.
Okay.
If you catch it, you prevent us from getting said point.
Okay.
That's it.
What if it just hits somebody? It doesn't go through.
50 feet.
If it's above the knee, counts.
Huh?
Counts as a point.
it-
42
yeah.
feet.
Basically, if it's above the knee, below the arm reach,
It's
and
42
not-
feet.
So we're pretty close.
Close enough.
So it's above your.
You weren't wrong though.
You weren't wrong.
14 meters apart. Thank you.
Yes. That's.
Isn't a meter longer than 3 feet?
Technically, it is a little
Yes.
bit longer than 3 feet. So,
So
it's
we're
actually
we're
closer to
looking
like
closer
45 feet.
So when you start rounding, then we're at 50.
So you shouldn't have said that.
Anyways,
Checkmate.
so basically, and to catch, you can
45
only
feet.
catch with one hand, and you can't trap against your body.
Okay, so
So you
what
can let
if-
it hit your body and then grab it. Which
So
is
what
like,
can
happens
only use
if
one
I
hand to
throw it
catch.
at your team and it doesn't get past you, but it hits you in the chest and falls on the ground?
You still get
That's a
the point.
point.
You get the
That's
point.
a point.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a point.
You have
the
to
only way
catch
is
it.
if it gets caught or if
Okay.
it's too low or too high.
That's fun.
It's either uncatchable or it gets caught. Is the only way. There's no point.
And you play with like flubby wubbies.
No.
No,
They
it's
are
a
hard
ultra,
plastic.
It's an Ultra Star.
It hurts.
But the plastic of the Ultra Star is mainly in the middle, and so the rim is more giving.
It's
But it'll still sting you.
The first
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
you catch, you feel it in your
Yeah.
hand. Like you kind of have to get the adrenaline
the
going for
first
it
few
not to
sting.
hurt. But it's
That's
a lot
why
of
it's called
fun.
Sting.
Yeah,
It's called Guts.
It's
a good time.
It takes guts, man.
Takes,
That
it takes
does
guts to be
that
out
does
there.
sound like fun.
It's
I would
a
like
lot
to
of
play it on a
fun.
trampoline with flubby wubbies.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun when you got John Baker like in the PA system, like
Yeah,
losing his mind.
and your guts full of about 20 pieces of pizza.
Little Caesars all the way. Yeah,
Little Skeezies.
in a
Caesars.
barn, and there's just nothing.
Yeah.
Brodie, how do you feel about Little Caesars?
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, and we knew
This
it.
man waited 35
it.
minutes for upper crust the other day.
Wow.
I didn't realize it would take that long if I just like walked in and ordered it.
Yeah, he didn't call ahead.
I mean, I had
Showed
like,
up.
They don't
I
have
had
the
like
hot
a
and
15-minute
readies.
drive there, so I
But you
felt
just
like
played.
an
You
idiot.
just played a little mega tower.
Felt like an idiot.
No problem.
Yeah, a quick little mega tower round.
We need to bleep that out. No free ads.
I want to see like
You can just like every time we say any brand. Brodie, how do you feel about beep? Pretty good. He actually waited 30 minutes for beep the other day. It's okay. He just played beep in the car on the way there.
like
doesn't
this
sound like
photo just
fun.
makes it look like it's not that far away. But is that just perspective?
That's just perspective, but they're
man.
also
Let
not
me hear.
playing
Wait,
real guts.
Let me show you a video
That's
of an
5
actual.
people.
Yeah, that's not even real.
It's
rules.
3v3. So this is just
Irish
everything's
Flying
wrong.
Disc Association. So you hate the Irish.
No, they're just
That's what he
playing
said.
guts wrong.
You heard him say it.
That's all I'm saying.
Very
So maybe
clearly.
I've only played
Here.
the game incorrectly.
Watch this throw.
Or seen the game.
Watch this
incorrectly.
throw. You can see how far it is.
Yeah, it's pretty far. That's definitely all the times I've seen people play guts.
You're not playing
It's
right.
been like 15 feet.
We were
Do you have to
using.
take-
20
now.
feet.
They're
Do you
wrong.
have to take turns on like who throws it on your team?
No, you can
No,
you
you can
choose.
No, I thought it was who it hit.
I think yes. So the only way you choose is if it's kind of like 50-50. If two guys like kind of
so
knock
you go
it
for the
down,
weakling.
then
Yeah.
you can because like
so you go for the weak thrower.
you would you can target people.
But a lot of times the weak thrower is the best catcher.
yeah,
Interesting.
and then
Yeah.
like
I
you could
think I
like
would
Strategy and guts.
I think
Gloves are
I would
allowed?
be the worst catcher and the worst thrower.
a lot of
think- I
times
don't
you
know.
give it to
We
the
never
hot
played
hand.
gloves.
What? No,
Gloves
we
are
didn't use
allowed?
gloves. Yes, there are guys who were tryhards that had gloves.
I
One
would
guy even had
100% have
one guy
gloves.
even
On
had
my
a
left
belt.
hand?
A like belt to make sure you
It's
didn't
one
strain
thing
his
if you
back.
show up to a like specific guts event with gloves, but if you're like playing
We were
collegiate
playing
nationals
collegiate
and it's
disc
a
golf,
side
and
thing,
guts was just a side thing.
and you have gloves, then it's like okay, All right, buddy.
I'd
calm
be
down.
wearing my friction gloves all day.
No free ads.
No free ads.
I'd be wearing bleep gloves all day.
There you go. Much better. Guts is fun.
All right.
But you know what I'm talking about when it comes to like these side games and stuff.
He doesn't mess with them.
If you're not there for the side games, you're not going to play in the side games.
It's different because
Well, this was also like it was at the players' party, so there was free food.
Yeah, but
were
when
you
I was
showing
in college,
free
we
pizza?
weren't going to
You're
parties
at
and
an
stuff.
ultimate event.
Okay, it
You're
wasn't
at an
a
ultimate
party.
event.
Let's be
people
very
hated us
clear.
because we didn't do that.
You did free pizza. You weren't showing up.
No, we did our own thing.
I'm pretty sure earlier you said you would do anything for free pizza, like
This is
6 months ago.
earlier.
Yeah, if it
This
was
is
like
back in the
if
day.
I was like an individual and I was on campus and someone was like, "Hey, free pizza,"
So your team is just going out and paying for
we're
dinner
going to
that night.
Chili's.
You're going and paying for that.
What are you
When
getting
there's
in
free
Chili's?
pizza on the line.
I was
Or at Bleep, sorry.
Cajun bleak pasta.
Man, I can't believe you just turned down free pizza. Even the years we didn't compete, we showed up, ate free pizza, watched everyone else compete, and go home.
We gotta stop.
I also don't think there was
Free
ever.
pizza.
A
We
time
gotta stop
where
talking
there
about
was
pizza. Oh my
Pizza.
gosh.
I
Let's
don't think
speak
there
into
was a-
existence.
I just don't think there was a time where there was actually a free pizza.
Okay, well, for us it was.
That
That's
could
what
have
I'm
been the
saying.
difference.
Okay. No, but I still don't think we would have. We were very like in college. We were very much like we're doing our own thing.
And our
That's just-
own thing is free pizza. There's also Spike Ball. There's free pizza, Spike Ball, and guts.
Spike ball didn't exist back then.
Back then they
Back
used,
in
they
my-
used
70s.
rocks.
Back in my day,
They used rocks and just like that's it.
Trampoline.
They
Moss.
just-
They just
Moss.
threw rocks.
Rocks and moss.
Yeah,
They're
that
just
was their
bouncing.
spike ball.
Back then, the number one recreational game was just skipping rocks on water.
Yeah.
hopscotch.
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 Hopscotch is fun.
Hopscotch in the disco.
Tetherball.
Chalk.
Hopscotch
Tetherball.
in the disco made up Brodie's
To
college.
eat chalk.
Hopscotch
No,
in the
you
disco.
need chalk.
That's such a good band
There's
name.
your podcast name, Hopscotch in the Disco.
Oh,
Y'all
heck
can decide
yeah.
who's who.
What is that? Wait, what?
That'll be Konner and I.
I was lost in that side
I'm
conversation.
It's a
hopscotch,
good
you can be
name,
disco.
but, like, it
What
makes
if it's
no
you,
sense.
me,
Why
and
does that
Trevor,
make
and
any
you and
sense?
I are
Where
hopscotch?
did that
and
name
he's
just
the-
come from? Is there?
I thought that was a
airplane
plane.
outside?
And I thought we were about to die, but it was just someone mowing the lawn.
Do we have maintenance situation going on?
They're just
There's
mowing the
always a
grass.
maintenance situation going
I'm gonna
on.
start an indie band called Hopscotch in the Disco.
Do they do maintenance
Love
on Wednesdays?
What is happening?
They're just mowing the
Wednesdays are
grass.
for the maintenance boys.
No, I mean lawn maintenance.
They just mow the grass.
Is that-
No, they do it multiple times
Is that
a
what you
week.
say? Lawn maintenance?
Lawn care.
Lawn care.
Lawn care.
Landscaping.
Maintenance feels like it has to be like some sort of like
Mechanical.
electrical, mechanical situation.
Maintenance means you have to maintain something. So I guess you're maintaining the yard or the grass or the
maintenance.
landscape.
Lawn maintenance work.
Lawn
Okay,
maintenance.
It works.
All right, let's get some food.
Does that sound better?
We're
if
getting-
you're
it's
like,
9
hey,
in
what
the
do you do
morning.
for work?
I'm starving.
Do you say lawn care or do you say lawn maintenance?
I say lawn
Landscaper.
care.
I would say
Or
lawn
landscape.
care.
You
Landscaping.
go
Lawn care.
Well, if it's your yard, it's lawn care. If you have a business, landscaping.
Well, it is what it is.
Because you're scaping
Landscaping
the land.
though, landscaping is a lot of times landscaping companies are the companies that a lot of times they'll say lawn care and landscaping because like their lawn care side is hey we'll come mow your lawn a few
Hold my
times
hands.
a month. Their landscaping is like we'll mulch and
Mulch.
plant
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
make it look pretty.
Pine needles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this isn't important.
that's important. All right, now
We'll talk more about that.
welcome to the breakfast nook.
So let's talk about quiche. Is it overrated or underrated?
Yes.
Croissants, are they here to stay?
Yes.
My favorite. My favorite thing to do is come up with fake prompts for podcasts.